Yay! Welcome to our team meeting. We're having our May team meeting. Tonight's a busy night. As you guys know, we've got more things than normal because the team meeting is not normally on well, it is normally on Thursdays, but we don't have it every week. So I just wanted to make sure for those of you guys that are new, I just want you guys to know some things that we have every single week. We have our team meeting the first Thursday of every single month at 6:30 on Zoom. For those of you that are out of town, normally we meet together for those of you that are within driving distance. And so you guys will be able to do that. And then you want to mark your calendars for all of the May events. The May events have been posted on Monday on our Success Line page. And so for the month of May, you guys can start flowing and going because everything's planned, you guys can just plug in, find hostesses, etc. Every single Monday night at 8:30, we have a team call. The schedule's been posted. It's with Alyssa every Monday on her Zoom ID, except the second Monday. So you guys can see that schedule posted. We also have every Thursday. So we have a Monday night 8:30 call. We also have every Monday night at 7:30 our team Discover Arbonne. So we really lump our team things that we and our activity on the same kind of this team activity rather on the same day, so it kind of helps you guys. So you have two things on Monday, 7:30 8:30 DA, and then team Zoom. And then Thursday, we always have first Thursday team meeting. Now you guys know. And always every Thursday at 7:30, we have a 15-minute Facebook Live. And so that's where you guys can start getting into the flow of finding 4 hostesses a week to be hosting for you guys. And that's a really awesome way to use your time super wisely. And at 8:30 every Thursday night, we have a Discover Arbonne and Own Your Life, which you guys know we're having this evening. And then we, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. in Own Your Life, we have a video that you guys can plug people into as well, which is usually a discover or something that has to do with products. I like to be able to really just kind of tag people in that. That's how I like to use that. You guys can invite people however you want to do it. And then you guys also have our team huddle every week is now Saturday morning since COVID at 10:30 in the morning, called our Super Saturday and Super Saturday build. And so every week you want to come with a new fresh top 10 list to be sharing this gift with. And we're going to talk a little bit more tonight about this incredible gift. I'm so excited. So this is going to only be till 7:15. So I'm talking kind of fast, and I'm going to turn it over to Miss Addison Kramer. Addie, you can unmute yourself.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm going to introduce you real quick. So Addie is a brand new district manager. I'm so excited for her. She's direct to Miss Hannah Vine, and she is going to be sharing with us our announcements tonight. So Miss Addie, take it away.
Okay. So first of all, let's see. I've got my list here. So first of all, if you guys weren't able to see the live stream that Sarah did this morning, so they've put together, they've called it the Chicago Consistency Challenge, and I'm really excited about this. So basically it's a Chicago retreat in September. The qualification months are May through August, and basically in those 4 months, how you qualify for this trip, you earn your paid as bonus 3 of the 4 months. You earn your 2,500 PQV 3 of the 4 months, and you promote to area manager by September 1st. So if you do all of those things, then you get to go on this really cool trip, and I'm really excited. So, and I didn't miss anything on that. Did I, Sarah?
No, you did awesome.
Okay, great. So, Alyssa's manager retreat is July 10th through 12th. So put that on your calendars. And then the big Arbonne incentive trip is October 18th through 23rd. So make sure that's on your calendars as well. Qualification period for that ends May 31st. So, we've got to take this month and like really push for it if we want to go on that. I really want to go to the Bahamas. Everyone who qualifies goes to the I can't talk tonight, Atlantis Resort on Paradise Island in the Bahamas. So
I know. Crazy. And if you guys are like, oh man, how do I earn that? Basically, I'll just say focus on promoting 3 direct districts by the end of the month. And so with this district manager incentive, all of you guys can do that. So yes, would love to be in Chicago with all of you guys and the Bahamas. So yay, Addie. Addie, really quickly, since you're a new district manager, and Ashley, if you're open to it, if you're not, it's okay. I don't want to throw you under the bus, but I'm going to recognize Ashley Pearson here in just a second as well. But Miss Addie, really quickly, do you want to just share with the team why you chose to join this team, why you chose to do Arbonne, and what's your why?
Yeah, sure. Well, I found out that we're having a baby. Found this out in December. And so I was looking for another job, but it was really hard for me to find something because basically until today, I was a full-time student and I turned in my last final today. So that's crazy. I can't believe I'm graduated. But so I was a full-time student, and it's really hard to find a job that works with College of the Ozarks schedule, as well as something that I could eventually, modify to be able to stay at home with my baby. Because I don't want to have to send my baby off to daycare or have to work with maternity leave and all of that. So I was searching for something and really wasn't having any luck until Hannah Bine, who we went to college together, we reconnected, and she introduced me to Arbonne, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I was a little skeptical at first because I've done like Mary Kay in the past and it totally flopped. But the more I heard about Arbonne and what it stands for and its purpose, just the more I fell in love with it. And so I'm working really hard at this because I want to be able to bring my baby home in August in my Arbonne Mercedes. I want to be able to, afford this baby. First of all, he needs health insurance for sure. But past that, my husband and I want to eventually open a fine art studio so he can teach art lessons. He's a brilliant painter. Actually, he just did this a couple of months ago. It's one of my favorites. But so that he can teach art lessons and I can teach music lessons. I'm a vocal performance major. And we just want to be able to build our community and give back in that way. I really want to be able to minister to the homeschool community and provide lessons in areas that maybe they wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So, and we've got all kinds of travel plans. We want to go to India, want to go to Germany, and I'm using Arbonne to get us there. So that's kind of my why.
So awesome, Addie. I love it. It's so good to hear like what your why is. And Ashley, I'll let you think. I know you know your why. And if you're open to sharing, give me a thumbs up. Okay, cool. I wanted to introduce another new district manager. Yay, Miss Ashley Pearson. I'm kind of like starting with the big exciting news for recognition right now, but Ashley is amazing and I will not steal her thunder. So Ashley, we would love to hear more about you and your why.
Hey Sarah, thanks. I am having some internet issues, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm Ashley Pearson. I started in February with Arbonne. I did not know a lot about it, but I am definitely learning daily and I love every moment of it. I have 3 boys. I'm a single mom. I work full-time already also, but I just want to be able to provide more for my kids and for our future and just help fill in the gaps. but also to help people and serve people, and just learning new ways to do that through Arbonne has been really good. And I hope to continue learning on that. But I would love to be able to help more kids in our community, especially with our church and different things. So that is where I want to end up, I guess, later on. So just take it as we go and see.
Oh, you are so awesome. Ashley, just like Addie, these two girls have been so coachable, and they have such hearts to serve. And that's my favorite thing about both of them. And yes, you guys are going to fall in love with these amazing new leaders in our organization. So I'm going to talk about recognition tonight. First of all, I want to talk about what is soft qual and what is strong qual. Soft qual recognition is less than $2,500 in a month. Strong qual is at least $2,500 in a month. But Arbonne does allow people to be in soft qualification, and I do like to give a shout out because, guys, I like personally to give a shout out to soft quals because you are in qualification for district, and sometimes you don't even know it because we don't even utter the number and we don't even teach it because we're always raising the bar for every single one of us because we want to rise to be the best, right, of who we are created to be. So first of all, I want to announce soft qual. Some of these people came in at the very, very end of the month. We have Lexi Carty in soft qualification who came in at the end of the month, and she is direct to Keeley. There's Keeley. Wave. Keeley looks beautiful, by the way. Love that. And we also have Miss Seabell Tinneman. Seabell's on here. Yay, Seabell. She is direct to Miss Lauren Bright. And just so y'all know, say a prayer for Lauren. She did something to her back, and she is literally in the hospital and is going through a CAT scan. And she was on here a minute ago, but she's like, I'm waiting for my results. I'm going to try to be on our team meeting. And she's completely drugged up. So please say a prayer for her. We also have Miss Allison Knight, who is direct to Addie Kramer, and she's also in soft qual as well. These girls they were over the minimum. And I want you guys to know some of them were about this close to 2,500, okay? We also have Miss Ashley Mattingly, who is also direct to Miss Addison Kramer, yay, who's in soft qual as well. We also have Miss Lisa Cobb, yay, Lisa. She had her biggest month ever last month, and she's been glowing and growing. So proud of her. We also have Miss Kinley Carpenter, who is direct to Miss Lisa Rail. We have Madison Laterno, who is direct to myself, yay. And Rhonda Riley, who's on here, or was on here at one point. Oh, there she is. She's over there. Miss Rhonda literally came in like a wrecking ball at the very, very end of the month. And I'm so proud of you, Rhonda. Just fighting her way as closely as she could. We just were fighting for that 2,500, and we were fighting for that 2,500, and it was so cool. And guys, we also have several strong qualifications for district manager. We have Miss Bethany Livingston. Hey, Bethany. She's in strong qualification for district. We have Miss Elaine Lapomardo. Is that how I say your last name? How do I say it, Elaine? Okay.
You did it, girl. Lapomardo. Yeah, you got it.
You're a legend to me, so I call you Elaine. That's just a compliment. Because you're my only one. So there you go. And then we also have Miss Lisa Weberg, who is also in strong qualification. Let's give these girls a hand. I'm so proud of you guys. That's crazy. That's a huge list. Guys, we also have, I'm going to announce them again, 2 new district managers in our organization, Addison Kramer and Ashley Pearson. Way to go, girls. So glad to hear from you. We also have halfway to area manager. We had actually a lot of people go either half or over halfway to area. We had Lauren Bright, Jen Register, Hannah Wilson, Hannah Bine, Sarah Hogendorn. We also had a district manager bonus, which was Sarah Hogendorn, Hannah Bine, Hannah Wilson, and Jen Register. We also had consultant bonus, which was Addie Kramer and Bethany Livingston. And if I missed you, please comment or shout out. We also had area qualification going to Sarah Hogendorn. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we had 5 people that were like just inching towards area qual last month. And so this month, guys, we're going to have so many area quals with this incentive that we're doing, the DM and AM incentive, which Sarah, if you could just barely touch on that, I would really appreciate it. And then we're going to have regional vice president qualifications this month as well. I believe we've got consultants who in districts who will be going on this call right now into qualification for that. And then we also have top personal sponsoring was myself with 13. Top district manager was Sarah Hogendorn. We had also area manager bonus, which was myself, and also regional vice president bonus, which was myself. And because of you guys, our team blew past halfway to national vice president qualification, and I'm so excited. Guys, our goal this month as a team is to help 180 people change 180 lives. And so I know we can do that. And guys, we're just getting warmed up. Our sponsoring and our numbers are, you guys are getting ready to explode. And we're going to talk about some things that we're going to be doing this month to do that. But our goal this month is 180,000. 160 is qualification for national vice president. My goal is to help 10 to 15 people get into qualification for area manager with our DM AM incentive, and at least 2+ regional vice president qualifications this month. And so I'm going to turn it over to Sarah real quickly. Sarah, take it away.
All right, awesome. Well, I'm so excited. I'm going to get to talk to you guys tonight about how in this business and specifically with leadership, it's not all about you. And so this is something that Sarah and I kind of touched on a little bit this morning, but one of the things that I love is that I have had to learn this lesson over and over and over again. And so I hope that you can kind of learn from my mistakes, but I'll go ahead and talk a little bit just about how we're launching this Chicago Challenge, and we have a really specific reason for going ahead and launching it now. With the special qualifications that are going on this month. So if you don't already know or understand what that means, we have a district manager qualification reduction this month. And so what that means is normally to go district in 1 month, it's $6,000 between you and your team's personal sales and work. And so this month, that's a cut in about half. So it's only $3,500 in 1 month between you and your sales of your team. And so that's exciting. So what that means is that you can get a pay raise, you can have the ability to earn a higher achiever award, you can really just grow your business by helping and serving others go district this month. But it doesn't stop there. If you're a district manager, you have the ability to go into area qualification and finish in 1 month, which is normally not a thing. You can't go area normally ever in 1 month. And so it's a huge deal for those of you that are a district to be able to take advantage of this and be able to go area in 1 month. But you're going to have to work a little harder because they've cut it basically in half of what you would normally do in 2 months into 1 month. So instead of it normally being $24,000 over 2 months, it's actually $15,000 in 1 month. Okay, so that's kind of why we went ahead and launched this, because we're like, oh man, if they serve big this month, they can earn this Chicago Challenge, and we're gonna have a handful or more of regional vice presidents going to Chicago with us. So exciting. So why do we need to focus on it not being about us in leadership? So normally I don't do this, but I'm going to get a little bit businessy tonight, and I'm going to share an excerpt from the Harvard Business Review. So this is by John Michael, and he says, the year 1777 was not particularly a good time for America's newly formed Revolutionary Army. Under General George Washington's command, some 11,000 soldiers made their way to Valley Forge. Following the latest defeat in a string of battles that left Philadelphia in the hands of British forces, these tired, demoralized, and poorly equipped early American heroes knew they now faced another devastating winter. Yet, history clearly records that despite the harsh conditions and lack of equipment that left sentries to stand in their hats to prevent frostbite in their feet, the men who emerged from this terrible winter never gave up. Why? Largely because of the inspiring and selfless example of their leader, George Washington. He didn't ask the members of his army to do anything he wouldn't do. If they were cold, he was cold. If they were hungry, he went hungry. If they were uncomfortable, he too chose to experience the same discomfort. So doing this Chicago Challenge and going to the next level in your business is going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. And I actually heard I was listening to a repeat call by Dr. Tanda Cook today, and she said, you know, you're going to feel afraid whenever you push outside your comfort zone, but you will not die. It's not the same type of fear you feel when, like, there's a tiger coming at you in the African savannah and you're about to die by being eaten by a tiger. She's like, it's not the same. If you go ask Kate down the street to take a look at Arbonne, you will not die. You have to push through that fear, and it builds courage as you do that. So not everything that we do or every idea that we have is actually constructive. We actually have to start with why in everything that we do in our business and know where we are going. So you have to know your why, and you have to have a target or an end goal. If our dreams and our goals are not big enough and do not include other, or if our dreams and goals do not include others, they are not big enough. No one should seek their own good, but actually the good of others. So that's like a main principle I want to point out. No one should seek their own good, but the good of others. Leading a team is not going to work if you do not, or if you do have selfish motives. So it's not going to work if you have selfish motives. Dale Carnegie says that if we have a brilliant idea, instead of making others think it's ours, you have to arouse in the other people an eager want. You have to help them to regard it as their own. And the Harvard Business Review goes on to share that some of the best leaders know that it is about, it's not about driving, directing. Sorry, I'm trying to read my own notes. I have terrible handwriting tonight. Driving, directing, and coercing people. So if you ever find yourself working your business and you're like, okay, I'm just like trying to get people to do this. Like I'm just trying. That is not going to work, and you need to like stop and reassess and reevaluate your motives. So that's not going to work. Let's see, where am I at? So this is about compelling people to join you and to pushing into new territory. It's about motivating them to share in your enthusiasm for a shared ideal, objective, cause, or mission. And so this is one of the reasons why we always start with why and we always share our why. Because then your team and the people that you're talking to about this business, they know right when you start the presentation or the DA that you have a vision that involves helping other people. And normally that's something that people can get behind. We always want to conduct ourselves in a way that communicates to others that you believe that people are always more important than things. And so if you really have just a super materialistic mindset and all you can think about is the things that you're going to buy or receive or get in terms of like doing your business or even just in life. I don't think that that's going to carry you very far. When you are a leader and you're leading a team, you have to think about the people and how important it is and what their goals are and what their dreams are. And you guys, I can honestly say the only reason my team did what they did last month was because I focused more on them than I did on me. And I've really tried to shift myself to where I put their needs before my needs, because I really want to help them reach their goals before I reach my goals. So that's really all I had to share. I hope you got a nugget from that. So Sarah, I'll turn it back over to you.
Oh man, love this. I'm going to have to re-listen to this recording because this is going to be a fast and powerful training tonight. I'm like, yes, I need to marinate in that. Yes, yes, yes. And one of my favorite things is when we say I'm trying to get business partners, that's where we need to know that this has to kind of be realigned. And it's all about that we vision versus that me vision. Thank you so much, Sarah. That was amazing. Okay, guys, I wanted to talk to you really quickly tonight before we close out. We're going to have Miss Jen Register close us out. Thank you, Jen, by the way. Good to see you. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a new season in your life and in your business. I have never been in this season before, therefore I know it's a new season for you as well. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is in a new season, it's really a time to level up. It's really a time to level up. And there's no way to level up unless you can't go under it, you can't go over it. You got to go through it, guys. You got to go grow through the next level. So I love this in this is called When God Says Go, When God Says Go by Elizabeth Thompson. This is a book that I read last year. And she talks about, like Esther, my friend, becomes someone she never knew she could be because she has no other choice. She can't stay the same. She can't collapse in a puddle of tears the way she used to. She can't wallow. She can't hide. She cannot throw a pity party and ask someone to bring the decorations. She has to rise to this. She has to rise above. And so she rises. When the only way out is through, when you can't stay the same, the first battle is the one we fight with ourselves, which is in our heart and our mind. Guys, Philippians 4:13, you can stand on that promise, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And what I want you guys to know right now is that we're in a new season because your leader's in a new season. And I can't stay the same. Guys, I was mentoring someone the other day, and she's also a regional vice president. And I told her, I said, you have to go for nation qualification until, because you know why? Your purpose is too big not to. And that's what I want you guys to know is you guys, this district manager incentive, that's an iVision. That's you can do it by yourself. I want to know who you're taking with you this month. Guys, you're going to have people come on and you're going to have people fall off. And your only job is to keep this about everybody else and to keep loving and to keep serving and to keep sponsoring. And be the Esthers. You cannot remain the same to grow through and level up. You have to challenge yourself to move forward and rise above. The second thing I want to tell you guys is there's no space for negative thoughts. In this season of your life, it's more important than ever to be different. You have to literally guard your mind daily through prayer, affirmations, and scripture. If you want a new season, if you want a new chapter, if you want to level up, you can't think the same that you thought yesterday. You have to continue. Guys, I probably am up to 7 affirmation cards. I'm making it a joke right now, but I'm serious. Every single day I have, and I'm talking every card is full of affirmations. And if I don't change the way I think, and if I don't protect my heart, then I'm going to stay the same. But this is a new season, and I've already made a decision about that. And I'm rising above because your purpose is too big for me not to. And you guys need to become national vice presidents this year in Maui with me in 2021. Guys, protect your heart through that. Unfollow people on social media that don't serve you. Guys,
Pardon me.
sorry.
Mouse battery is low.
My computer talks to me. Sorry, my mouse batteries are low. You get it? Okay. So, guys, if you have to unfollow friends on social media, I remember going regional vice president, and I had to unfollow some of my friends that were also going regional vice president with me. I didn't want it to mess with me. It's not that I didn't love the people. It's that I had to be so careful about what I put in my heart. Guys, unfollow people that it's not serving the bigger good, right? For you to serve other people. And it doesn't mean they're bad people. If you're like me and you're a relationship person, it just means you're protecting your heart so you can serve bigger. Guys, affirmations and daily personal growth are non-negotiable in a new season. Number 3 is stop expecting addition and believe in Jesus math. You guys have been hearing me talk about Jesus math. And I am so passionate about 5 loaves plus 2 fish did not equal 7 and equaled 5,000. Stop expecting the same thing. Sometimes we get into a rut of allowing our excuses to be our truth. Sometimes we get in a rut of allowing our excuses to be what we call our truth. Guys, if you allow your excuses of, oh, well, I just do this, or I do that, or I just need to get going, or I blah, blah, blah. Guys, what I want you to know is that stop expecting yourself to give up. Stop expecting yourself to procrastinate. Stop expecting yourself to fail and start expecting something new in a new season. Start expecting, guys, I want every single one of you, if you haven't put on your card 3,500 by the 15th, I want you to scratch out what you put. And I want you to put 3,500 by the 15th. Every single one of you can be a new district manager or re-promoted to district manager on this incentive by the 15th of this month. So I want you to stop expecting the same old thing and start expecting something different out of yourself and different out of your business. Absolutely love. This is the book I'm in love with right now. This is my second time reading it, Goliath Must Fall by Lou Giglio. And I just am eating it up right now. So sometimes you've got to reread things in different seasons of your life. But I want you guys to know this, that, let's see here. Sorry, wrong book. Wanted to share this with you really quickly, guys. Let's allow God to make us braver than we think we can be. Let's quiet the voice that insists that I can't. And like the little engine that could, with every step whisper, I think I can, because even when we can't, our God can. So one thing that I want you to start expecting is for him to show up big for you too. He's not a God of partiality. He is a God that wants every single one of you to rise. And every single one of you are Esthers on this call. And you're called for a new season for such a time as this. Who in the world would have thought that God would have risen up you all the way he did in COVID? And guys, I just cried to Alyssa yesterday. I said, you know what? I am so stinking on fire right now for our team to give God the glory like crazy. I want to set so many people free to follow their purpose in their own life, because I have a calling and you have a calling that's so big on your life that you guys can't just do 3,500 this month and have an eye vision. You have to write down on a piece of paper who you're taking with you, because that's what this is about. It's setting people free so they can follow their God-given purpose in their own life. And so, guys, lastly, we sit on this gift, but we are called to share this gift. If you're scared at all about how in the world you're going to share this, or what this looks like, or whatever the case might be, then guys, I want you to get really real with what's in here. Just like Sarah said, and I won't repeat what she just said, but what I want you to remember is that if you're here, I believe you're supposed to be here. Period. End of story. Don't argue with yourself about it. God has chosen humans to carry out his purpose for all eternity. Guess what you are? You are human. You're going to feel completely inadequate to rise to the next levels. You're going to feel completely inadequate to run and do this thing because you're human, and humans don't feel worthy. We don't naturally feel adequate. We feel less than. But that's why we have a God that we can serve that's so much bigger than us, that we can rely on. I want you guys to have the hashtag mottos this year of only God did this in my business this month. I want you to run and shout it and plaster it on Facebook, compliantly, of course. And I also want you to hashtag crazy faith. Guys, so often we put God in a pop can, and he's an infinite ocean of possibility of what he's going to do in your life, but you have to believe it for you too. You can't just believe it for them. You have to believe it for you too, because you're not created for small things. He's your creator, and you go out and you give him a good show. Guys, lastly, I want to just close out, and then I'm going to hand it over to Jen Register. Some of this, this little excerpt I shared in my book yesterday with some of y'all. But guys, if we live for people's approval, we will die by their rejection. If we are not careful, then we will forget that we were miraculously created by God for a purpose and a plan that he has set in motion for our lives. He didn't ask us to compare ourselves to other people or run someone else's race. He said, run your race. And I'm going to say that again. Run your race. Every day I have affirmations that says, Sarah Keener, stay in your flipping lane. It's your purpose, not hers. It's your race. It's not theirs. Stay in your lane. Rise up to what God has called you to become, not what they have called to become. And stop comparing yourself. Period. He didn't ask us to work on someone else's timetable. He has your own created. He wants us to work on his timetable. He wants us to believe and know in our souls that he who began a work in us will carry it to completion until the day of Christ Jesus, which is the promise in Philippians 1:6 that I want every single one of you to stand on. He started this, and he started this during COVID. Holy cow, he did it on purpose, because he knows he can only get the glory for what's about to happen in your business, and he will finish what he started. So, guys, I am so blessed by you guys. Miss Jen Register, the rock star that she is, was super close last month as well to qualification for area manager. I want you to watch out, because this girl is rising above, and you guys are going to know exactly who she is very, very soon. And she's smashing past old ways, and just like we are, growing in her skin. And so, Jen, I'm going to let you close us out.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. I don't know if you caught me smiling while you were talking, and I thought it was funny because what you were sharing was very, very close to what I was sharing. And I want to give everybody just a tiny bit of background. I'm a florist, and it's Mother's Day. And so I wasn't keeping up with my text. So it was like 5:30-ish, and I saw the text from Sarah. She's like, hey, would you do the inspirational close? Yes, I will. So I rushed home, brought the kids pizza, and then that's why I was late jumping on. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to talk about? And so I flipped through my notes, and I had random notes everywhere because I'm kind of unorganized. And I came across some notes about a book that we had discussed in the past. It was last year, and it was I didn't write down what book it is, and I'm not sure honestly, but that doesn't really matter. But I want to talk to everybody about belief. And, you know, what do you believe about God? What do you believe about your business? And what do you believe about yourself? And I really feel like I flipped this page at this moment for an absolute reason, because belief is something that I have trouble with all the time, constantly. You know, I am all in one second, and the next second I'm like, oh, I'm doubting myself. I'm second guessing myself. And, you know, let's look back. What do we believe about God? You know, we need to surrender to him. We need to listen to what he is telling us. We need to take that calling that he has put on our hearts and that purpose that he has for us. And, you know, you may not know what your purpose is yet, or you may just know little tiny pieces of it. But stick with it. Listen to him, because he is bringing it to you. I know it's scary, it's terrifying, but you will see the fruits. We dream the dreams, God will paint the canvas. You know, I want to talk to you also about a song, because, you know, I'm the song person here. Maybe I'm not, but 10th Avenue North, it's a song called Control. And I want to just read you a couple of the lyrics. You know, the song kind of starts out, God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. And, you know, I'm of course just kind of remembering pieces of it. So I give you control. Only your love is vital. Still, you call me your child. So you basically, the whole song is taking your hands off of your own life and giving it back to God and saying, hey, you're the one in control. What do you want me to do? I am your hands and feet. Thank you for, you know, helping me through everything, because the King of Heaven wants me. I am your child. So I'd love that song. That song hit me actually before I started my journey with Arbonne. I was at a really low place. I was sitting in the pickup line to pick up my son from school, and a lot of drama and stupid things had happened, and there was these big plans, and I was really trying to do right, and I felt like I was really trying to help some people, and it was all falling apart. And, you know, I had these big plans. I was going to help them. I was going to offer them something. And it was just a complete and total disaster. And I felt so useless. And I was like, I just don't even know what to do. And I was listening to 88.3 The Wind, and this song came on, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, I refer back to this song sometimes on the daily basis, because I have to have that reminder to give him control. He's the one in control. So, you know, we talk about dreaming, we talk about belief. You know, don't stop dreaming. He's going to put your purpose in your life at the right time, but you are his hands and feet, and we just need to work on our relationship with him. And this is all my personal opinion. So we've got our listening ears on, and we can really listen to what he is trying to lead us to. So I'm looking back through my notes, but I would love for all of you just to listen to that song, to be all in, and to surrender to him. So that's about all that I have, Sarah.
Love it, love it, love it. Jen, Sarah, Addie, thank you guys so much for making this meeting so special. I feel like every single one of you guys on this call right now are Esthers, and you're ready to not be the same as you've been in the past, in a good way of rising and lifting others this month and expecting huge things for you and everyone around you. So who are you going to help with this incentive this month? Who's coming to Chicago? let's do this thing. Let's go qualify for Nation this month. You guys go everybody. It's like when Oprah says, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. I'm saying to every single one of you on this call, and you're going area, and you're going area, and nobody's going district. Everyone's going area this month, right? And then we're popping out regions, okay? We're doing region quals because, so tonight, 7:30, of course, in less than 15 minutes, I'll be going live and doing a 15-minute class. So make sure you guys are on live and you're blowing it up. You're starting group threads with your sponsor for follow-up. And then make sure you guys are blowing it up on our 8:30 Own Your Life. And you guys are tagging people like crazy and also starting individual group threads with your sponsor. Guys, these group threads are working. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.